Hello, this is debjoysmeak from Delight of My Art, and today we're going to go through the new annual catalog for 2024 to 2025. This one is so different than everything that we've had in the past. So I wanted to go over how to use this book the best and to go over some things that I think maybe they could change too. Let's get into it. All right, so here is the cover of the new annual catalog, and this will have all of the things, the cardstock and basics, the adhesives and the tools, the dies and everything in it for you to shop from. But it won't have everything in it. This is what's different about this catalog, and I'll have to say that it is because the way that the online trends, or the shopping trends of the world, I should say, are different and continuing, always changing, right? So if we don't keep up with the times, we are going to be left behind with in regards to technology. So let's go ahead and get started here. I like the cover here. It's everybody kind of crafting in a garden. There's some people that are like, what on earth are they doing? But it's showing that you can get together with your friends and have a wonderful time together stamping. Now, I'm going to imagine that it is bug-free and not windy at all as they are crafting in their garden. I would probably not choose to craft outside. However, this yard does look lovely, and I like all of the leaves and everything around the outside. Let's go ahead and get started. And if you do not have a catalog already, please message me. You can email me at debjoysmeak@delightofmyart, or you can Facebook message me and let me know that you would like one sent to you. But let's go ahead and pop into this book here. We've got a table of contents on page 2 and 3. And the way that this book is separated, it is not separated by the type of crafter you are. Like if you are a simple crafter or an avid crafter, they want to let you know that everybody kind of fits every category at some point in it or another. So this is organized in a way to what kind of crafting experience do you want in the moment. So we've got step-by-step crafting, which is a curated directions already done. You just have to put it together kind of thing. Everything's included, such as our paper pumpkin kits or our online kits collection. We've got quick and easy options. So if you want to be a little bit more creative with the pieces, but you don't want to have to stamp and cut and color all the pieces, this can allow you to have some creativity, but the pieces are going to be a little bit easier to put together. Those options are on these pages here. And then what we're used to, creativity your way, which is all of the pieces separate, and you can craft to your heart's content, and you have so many options here. So this is a quick glance at those 3 types of crafting, and we'll get into it in the book here. But I do want to point out we have a bunch of QR codes in this book, and I have added QR links to my direct shopping links too. So you'll see I have added a few stickers in this book if you get one from me. So we've got step-by-step crafting here. These are all of our kits. And so this link, I've added a sticker here. This will take you directly to my online store, and you'll see all of the kits that are available. We get 2 new kits every single month. So that will always be updated with everything that is exactly available at the moment. You can scan this with your smartphone. You just take your phone and open up the camera and just hover it over as if you were going to take a picture of the QR code. As you do, a little link will come up on your screen. So you're not actually taking a picture. You're just going to click on the link that pops up as you are about to take a picture, and it will take you to that shopping website. So that should be nice and easy. Here is a spread of a few different kits that we have. So I'm guessing that these will probably stick around for the full year is my guess. But kits are around generally until they sell out. But if they're good sellers, they will keep refilling those. So that's nice. Another thing that we have is paper pumpkin. And this is the surprise kit. Every month you can get a surprise paper pumpkin kit in the mail. And that is a subscription or you can purchase months in advance. You can get to all of that information by scanning this QR code down at the bottom here, and that will take you to my Paper Pumpkin website. The new quick and easy options is an exciting option. We're going to go over to, actually, before we get there, we're going to go to page 16 and 17, top 10 crafting essentials. I love this page because it kind of spells out what do you need if this is your first time opening the book, or if you want to get into paper crafting or card making, what the heck do you need? And this is a great step. So we got scissors and glue and dimensionals. I actually definitely recommend all three of those. If you do not like liquid glue, if that's too messy for you, we do have a Stampin' Seal. That's a tape runner if you would prefer instead. This is a great way to pick up a lot of colors of ink at a cheaper cost. So you got a lot of, 8 different spots for $26. You can also collect the spots that come in the Paper Pumpkin kits or the other kits collection. We have blocks, and you'll need those for your stamps. And we've got stamp sets. Of course, this is just one example of a stamp set. We've got a nice basic punch here. We've got envelopes and note cards and envelopes. The chamois, so you can clean your stamps, and your demonstrator, which is me. And I wanted to point this out. I thought this was really funny. Hey, it's me. I just thought that was really silly. So if you get a book from me, my face will be in it. I just thought that was kind of funny. My husband goes, "What are you doing?" I think it's funny. I don't know. So if you get this book from me, you'll find me on page 17. So let's go ahead and keep going here. On page 19, this is our brand new mix and match line. So we have a set of cards and envelopes here, 2 different kinds. And then we have ephemera packs. And that is the correct way to say it. Ephemera is just little pieces of memories or little snippets of things, like if you were to have a concert ticket that you wanted to save, you would tuck that ephemera into your memory book. And these are similar to that. So these are all die cut little pieces. So we've got words, pictures, flowers, and then label pieces. And then you can stamp greetings on those label pieces. So this is a very easy way to mix and match your cards, just punching these pieces out and just piecing them together onto the card bases and everything. So very fun. And then on the following page, there's so many different layout ideas using those materials. So this is an idea book. This is for shopping, but it is also for ideas. And I want to make sure that you're looking at the layouts on all of these, because you can recreate any of these layouts with your own craft supplies at your house. Just like I do my mystery stamping every month, or I'm sorry, every week. You're using your own things. You can recreate any of these throughout the whole book. It's an idea book. And I love this on page 22. We've got basic card design. How do you build a card? So this is for, straight up beginners. We've got a piece of card base here, just a piece of cardstock cut in half and folded in half. And then we've got some designer series paper. We've got a greeting that you've stamped, and then you add some dimensionals or add some embellishments with ribbon or dots or anything. And down here, if you can see this, we've got card sketches. These are ideas of how to lay out your own card ideas in here. Aren't those clever? So they're pretty small on here, but they're also throughout the book. So I want to encourage you to keep looking as you're crafting, or as you're browsing, rather, the catalog here. You'll see some of these little pictures next to some other cards. So here we've got our color family coordination. We've got different color families: subtles, brights, regals, and neutrals. And we have the paper, the cardstock, and the designer series paper, and a set of markers in all of those. Those will be at the back for the codes for those, but this is just telling you we've got all of these different color families here. Here are some more different stamp sets and some more different layout ideas. So again, very nice idea book. Here, look, here's one of those little layout ideas. They have the little squares with the sentiment in the middle. Can you see that? It's very small. but they have recreated that in this card. And so you could do the same thing with any stamps and any paper that you have. Here we've got our Memories and More kits. And this is just little cards. You can do pocket scrapbooking, or you can create these into cards. These, I just want to say, they don't have the sticker sheets anymore for some reason, and I wish that they would bring those back. But they do have really cute cards. They are 28 cards in each pack. I think they used to be double that size. I actually have an old pack here. They had, I don't know how many in there. It just says one set. I think it used to be a lot thicker. So, but that is an easy way to do some memory keeping. You can get the memory book here. You can get card bases that will fit these two size cards, and you can get journaling pens and everything. And this is another page. I really like this, and I think that we will be going into more scrapbooking type of pieces. I love this piece. Okay, so these 3 pages in this DSP are die cuts. So all of these will punch out in our little die cuts. And even this page right here, there's a bunch of frames and inside pieces. That all punches out too. I just opened this, so it's really cool. And then this is the other side of this. So there's only 6 pieces in here, but it's only $10. So you get all of these punch aparts plus 3 more 12 by 12s that are double-sided. And it's so pretty. So that is one to look at. Frames and Flowers, it's on page 29. I like that this is paper plus punch aparts to create easy. This is in the section for easy crafting, right? Or what did they call mix? Not mix and match, but quick and easy options. So this is another quick and easy option. All right, so now we get into the creativity your way. This is what you're used to seeing in the catalog. So we've got all of our suites are together. I do really like this organization. That means that our dies are shown larger. Our DSP is shown larger. However, our stamp sets are not shown at full size anymore. I'm a little bit bummed to see that go away, but that is okay. I like to be able to see all of these a little bit bigger and all of the suites kind of grouped together throughout the book, starting this whole section. And I do want to point out also, we've got color coordination right here along the bottom. You've got color bars, so you know which colors are prominent in the designer series paper. And the samples over here are using all of the things in the suite. But if you notice, each of the samples, and there's 5 samples for each suite, will focus on one of the items. So here we've got the stamp set. This one right here is focusing primarily on the stamp set because it's got that stamped image, but it's not die cut. It's just kind of in the background. And then we've got the dies. And so this one's focusing on cutting out all of those stamped and die cut images. We've got focus on the paper. So this orange cluster is cut from the paper. And then you get that pretty background paper. So each of the cards is focusing on a different element in the suite. I just thought that was cool to point out. So we have Take to the Sky. We've got all sorts of different, the suites are a collection of items that you know will go well together. So they're already curated by Stampin' Up! Artists so that you can just buy the suite and it's one number right at the top, or you can get them all separately at the bottom. So it's a nice, easy way to shop if you're like, I want all of this, or punch in this number at the top. So we've got a couple different suites here. I'll just go through these quickly because we don't want this video to take an hour. Oh, this paper is so pretty. Got some ducks, Thoughtful Journey. We've got a couple double suites. So this one on page 48 is called Country Woods, and it has a double spread over here with 2 bundles and 2 sets of paper, plus some other things up at the top. So, and then we've got another double suite, Unbounded Beauty here. And again, we've got 2 bundles and 2 kinds of different paper and some gems. And then we get into all of the bundles, which is a stamp set plus a die or a punch. And this one's actually a fun bundle because it's also got decorative masks included in the bundle. This one's actually the one that's featured in my upcoming Delightful Card Club in June. So if you sign up for that, you can go to club.orderwithdeb.com. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. We've got some punch bundles here, and this is brand new actually. You can choose whether you want to have a punch bundle or a die bundle. So here you can choose 3 dies or a punch with this stamp set. So the dies will, coordinate. It's the same size as the punch, but the dies you can place anywhere on the paper, and you can cut 3 at once. So if you have lots of classes that you are preparing for, if you have lots of, Christmas cards or birthday cards, or you sell cards, you might be able to create those a little bit more quickly. But if you don't have a die machine, or if you prefer punches, you can choose to have the punch. Those are the same price. However, over here at Keeping Tabs bundle, you can choose the die, which is a little bit cheaper, or you can choose the punch. Now, this one I would probably prefer the punch, and this one I might choose the dies because I do create a lot of class preparation. But I think I'll prefer the punch on this one. But that's just my opinion. You can get whatever one you want. And actually, I think I might get both of these because I love a punch. So we're going to go ahead and keep going on these. Oh, look, here's some more little icons here. We've got another card layout in the corner here. And here we've got a monochromatic color wheel. We'll get to that in the back too. So those are throughout the book as well. We'll get to what that means. We've got another little icon right here. Let's just keep going. And bundles, you'll save 10% if you get the bundle. That includes the stamp set and the dies or punch. If you were to get those separately, and you can, they would cost 10% more. So you save 10% on both if you get them in a bundle. If you have carryover products from an old catalog, they are no longer bundled, and so you won't save that 10%. So if something catches your eye, you probably want to grab it while it's still current. So here's some Encore products. Starting on page 74, you'll get these things that were carried over, but you'll see that the bundle is no longer available. You'll get each of those separate. So there'll be a different item code for each of the stamp set and the punch or the dies. And I have a link here that I've added to our online exclusives because there's so much more that is available. You see, these are a little bit smaller than they have been in the past. We usually have had them at full size so that you could see exactly what size the stamps are. That is not a feature anymore, but that makes the book a lot thinner for us to mail to you, and for you to know exactly what is available. You can look on the online exclusives or just go to orderwithdeb.com. Everything there is always up to date. So here's all of our carryover products. And then they go into some more pages here showcasing different techniques and why you would use cling versus photopolymer. These are our 2 types of stamps. The cling is our red rubber, and you'll get sharp, clear designs, and our photopolymer are our clear stamps, and you can do 2-step stamping with that, so like different colors, and you'll be able to see through your stamp in order to line it up with another stamp. So that's why they might choose one or the other. We've got our clear blocks featured on page 83, and if you're wondering where anything is in the catalog, because it is kind of sprinkled throughout, there is a nice clear index in the back. And it's way more comprehensive than it has been in the past. So the stamp sets start here, but you'll see adhesives, embellishments, dies, embossing folders, ink, paper, memory keeping, punches, ribbon. So all of these are easily found on page 140 and 141. And then they will tell you different things. So this page is featuring double play, which means the stamps are reversible. So they're featuring these 2 stamps here that you can flip over on your block and get 2 different kinds of images. We've got Picture Perfect here, where you can create your own scene. And they're showing what they have used in the samples over here on this page. Step it out is like a 2-step stamping. So you stamp the outline and then you stamp the fill part. So this are probably photopolymer stamp sets that you can see through in order to line up all of the pieces together. Here's some scenery cards, and so they've shown how you can put together the same stamp set but different scenes on a couple different things. We've got some different background stamps on this page, and they point out that you'll need this big block F in order to use those. And here on page 93 features some of our $1 million stamp set winners, or not winners, but they are winners, right? Once a demonstrator reaches $1 million in sales, they are allowed to design their own stamp set, and they are featured for a limited time in our catalog or our availability. So these will have the names of the achiever below them, and they are really cool stamp sets because you know that they know what they're talking about and have great ideas for stamp sets because they have already sold so many stamps to begin with. Here excuse me, here we've got our organization. I love our organization here. The little trays are stackable. You can stack as high as you want with all of these, and so they're module. And you can get just a few at a time as you need. We've got some thank you sets here. I love this one because it's my small business. I thought this would be great to walk around with, making some cards and maybe go to some boutiques or some dental offices and maybe offer some team building activities for some offices around town. And we've got some paper assortments here, memory keeping, just more stuff. It's sprinkled throughout. So we've got some more stamp sets here, invitations, crafting for your home. We've got metallic on page 110 and 111. So all the things metallic. We've got our papers and our envelopes. We've got some dots or some enamel. It's a metallic enamel effect. So it's just liquid stuff. You can make your own little embellishments with that. We've got some copper paper and some gems over here. Just a lot of coppery things. We've got ribbon on page 113. So all of those are listed here. And then our embellishments. I love that they have listed all of these together. This is what they have done away with showing, excuse me, I had to sneeze, with showing the dies and the punches. They don't have them grouped on a single page anymore. So I do miss that a little bit. Here's another great page here on page 116, Sticky Business. This is great. Look at these icons here. We've got cardstock and paper, ribbon, embellishments, die cuts, and 3D projects. Which glue do you use for which one? Well, these icons will tell you. So with each glue, it will tell you what it is good for with these icons here. And if you forget what these mean, you can just refer back to this handy panel over here. So I love that they show what all of these are good for. So if you see, the glue dots here have 4 different icons, so very versatile. And the green glue here is a must-have, yes. 4 different uses for that there. So I would highly recommend those 2 plus the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. If you're just getting 3 different kinds of glues, these 3 right here, must-haves. If you don't like this, then choose the Stampin' Seal. Start there, and then you can build up from there. I also love the Stampin' Seal Plus or the Tear and Tape for 3D items if you're making boxes or bags or things that have dimension. These are extra strong, but this is extra strong too. So let's go ahead and keep moving. Here are some watercolor techniques. Look, we've got techniques in this book. This is great. So here we have a stamp set that's kind of sketchy looking. That makes it sound like it's bad. It's might get arrested. So we've got painting with water painters. They tell you which kind of black outline ink to use for that. And this is for all watercoloring, by the way. So this is letting you know this is the black ink that you want for all of the watercoloring. You've got pencils, watercolor pencils, and blender pens. Some spritzing is a fun way to do some watercoloring, and you can use pastels and then kind of smudge those with the water painters. So I love that they have this as an idea how to do watercoloring. And here we have a few fun folds. And you know, I'm the queen of fun folds here with my mystery cards, but I love that they have in here that you don't just have to make a regular, you know, card that is, you know, just opens like this. You can do fun folds by adding different folds here. You can use your bone folder. You can cut the card fronts and have a little peekaboo, or you can have holes in there and have little slider mechanisms. So there's lots of fun ways to get your cards to do different things. And here we've got some shaker cards. So they tell you how to make a shaker card with some window sheets. So this is just a fun idea book, right? This is page 122. And we've got what's a technique for masterful masking. Okay, so this page is about masking. So we've got some masking paper. We've got the brayer tool here. You've got sticky sheets here. This is the masking paper again. If you were to stamp that and cut it out, you could mask and create different things. So here they've masked the little critters out and done the sky background, and that's all one layer. So that's showing you how to do some masking right here. So they have that this little sticky piece over top of the wolf here, and then you can sponge the background and then just peel that sticky right off your wolf, and he doesn't have the background over top of him. Here we've got some texture. So we've got different ways to add texture. You have paste, you can do embossing, you can, here's the embossing heat tool. Lots of fun different ways. And you can also do embossing with embossing folders. So we've got the embossing machine here, which is our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We've got lots of different folders here. I think some of these are super big ones. I think this dotted circles is like big. We've got blending. So we've got our Stampin' Right markers collection. You can get all of them for 10% off here in a big bundle. And we've newly revamped these two to have nicer, thinner tips. Sometimes they were a little bit too thin, and so the thin tips would dry out. Not anymore. So they're real nice. And this is where the natural tones for the blends are on this page on 131. And the rest of the blends are with the color family in just a few pages. So here is a wonderful color wheel on page 132. You can see all the different colors that we have, and they've kind of grouped them to the different colors. And then they're saying, hey, you can make a monochromatic card if you use colors within kind of, if they're grouped near each other, that's a monochromatic card, such as Petal Pink and Calypso Coral, one of my favorites. Or you can do complementary colors. So if they're near opposites of each other, they don't have to be exact opposites, but it would be fun to just kind of pick a few colors that are opposite each other, and then they give a few examples of that. Analogous means that they are near each other. So from a couple of different families that are near each other, and that works well. They've got a couple of different options there. And then triadic. So this is kind of like complementary, only you're picking, you know, 3 different colors that are kind of triply away from each other. That's not enough way to say that, but that's okay. On page 134 starts our color collections. We'll have Stampin' Right markers, cardstock, ink pads, refills, and blends in all of these colors. So you'll see the family cardstock assortment at the bottom here, along with the 12 by 12, the 6 by 6 DSP, the markers, the ink pads, and the ink refills. So you can get all bundled for that entire family of colors, or you can get each individual thing. So you can get a cardstock pack or ink refill or blends. They'll show exactly what's available for that color family on this page. So then we have, of course, our brights and our regals and our neutrals and our in colors. Our in colors are colors that are added as special kind of trendy colors. They stick around for 2 years. So every year we get 5 new colors and we say goodbye to 5 colors. So we have 2 families of in colors at any given year because they stick around for 2. So we just got these Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash, and Petunia Pop. And I love how bright and fun these are. They're kind of like a subtle bright because they're not like so neon, but they're nice and bright. These are more muted colors, and I really love those too because I do love muted colors. And they have been doing this trend of kind of swapping back and forth. So I think next year we'll probably get another set of kind of muted tones, and then the following year we'll probably get another set of brights. So I like that they kind of put those together because then they go well together. If you get this whole color family, you can use them all together because they look good together. And here's our white cardstock and black and everything down here as well. And then we get to the index. We're almost to the end. If you love Stampin' products and want a discount, or if you'd like to get a little money back for your crafting fun hobby, then you can sign up as a demonstrator. You can do this QR code here, again, with your phone camera, or you can go to join.orderwithdeb.com to get to the starter kit. We actually have a really great special right now. We often have joining specials, but right now it is extra fabulous because you get about $82 worth of the new in color products sent to you for free in your kit. So you pay $99 plus tax, free shipping. You pick out $125 of whatever you want in here, whatever you want. $125, get up to the penny because you don't get any extra. $125 plus $82 worth of this. It's already included. Don't pick any of that out. It'll just be in there. You pay $99 plus tax. That's it. Over $200 worth. And you can also see what your rewards are. If you were to host a party, you get rewards back for anything over $150. So if you and your friends want to get together, or if your order is over $150, because I know my wish list is well over $150, then you get some money back to spend right away. This is going to be changing, which is why they have a QR code so that you can learn what the current rewards are. They will be changing at some point in the future, and we'll go over that as that changes. But here we've got our angel policy, which means if you are selling any Stampin' Up! Cards, you'll need to have the copyright Stampin' Up! Stamp on the back of your cards. There it is, and it is included in this particular stamp set, so that's a great one to have if you want to sell any cards. But that is about it. So if you would like to, again, get this book, you can contact me. I am at debjoysmeak at Delight of My Art for my email here, and you can go to orderwithdeb.com for any ordering. And if you'd like one of these books, I would love to hear from you. I'll get my face back in here to say goodbye. Maybe. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoy this book. There is a lot of different things in here, but I think that you will have a good time looking through here and use this as a resource, as an idea book, so that you can look at those different layouts and go, how am I going to put this thing together that I just bought? I got this creativity your way. I have a stamp set and this pretty paper. What do I do now? You can look at those layouts and get some ideas, or you can look at how do I watercolor, and the book will tell you. So, and I am here to also help you. You need me, the demonstrator, on page, what was that, 17? Here I am. You need me. So always know that I am available for questions, and I'm happy to help you. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.